Hey everyone, my name is Derek Chung, and in this video I'm going to explain to you how you can add an additional $10,000 to $20,000 plus in production per month without spending any money on ads, just by leveraging your existing patient database. So utilizing organic marketing and tapping into your existing patient database not only helps increase your production in the short term, but also increases the lifetime value and loyalty of your patients because you bring them back into your system. You can further develop the relationship between you two, and it also results in a sustained increase in production in the long term. Again, my name is Derek. If you're not familiar with me, I run a dental marketing agency called Umbra Media. I've also developed the TAP system, which is a reliable and scalable patient acquisition system that helps dentists get high quality appointments on their calendars on tap. So I want to tell you about the importance of using organic marketing and tapping into your existing patients because not only does this increase the engagement and loyalty of your existing patients because you're continuing to nurture the relationship, you're constantly reaching out to them so that you can bring them back into your system with great offers. They're back in your system so that you can evaluate them and see and upsell them on higher ticket procedures, like maybe they're looking for implants or veneers or bonding or something like that. It's just like a really good patient acquisition channel where you're not actually acquiring new patients. You're just looking at your existing patients, seeing those that maybe need a checkup or maybe need some sort of services and bring them back in. It's really good to continue developing that relationship with them, and you don't have to spend any money by doing this. All you have to do is shoot a couple texts out or send a couple emails out, and if you automate this system, you don't have to think about this at all. You know, if a patient comes in and they get just like a regular dental cleaning and then they leave, and you never hear from them again, you just send them a quick text and be like, hey, we haven't seen you back for a while, love to have you back in here so we could do a dental exam for you and give you your biannual checkup, and they'll probably come back in because, oh, they might have forgotten about it or something like that. So it's just a really good way to get patients back in the door, even if it's for loss leaders like dental cleaning or dental exams. They're back in, and so you can evaluate them. Maybe they have a couple cavities that they need to get taken care of. Maybe they need an extraction or something like that. Maybe it's a younger patient and needs to have their wisdom tooth removed. So it's just a really good way to increase your production in the short term. And if you keep this up, if you keep the organic marketing going, throughout your practice and continuing to do this every single month, you're also going to have an increased production in the long term. And this is exactly what we do in Pillar 2 of the TAP system, which focuses on organic marketing, is we use SMS and email marketing to target our clients' past patient database. We offer them a really good offer that they can't refuse. Or the other strategy that we use is we offer them a loss leader procedure like a dental exam or cleaning or x-ray or a teeth whitening. And the whole purpose is just to get them back in the system, like I mentioned, so that the doctor can evaluate them and see whether or not they need higher ticket procedures. And it's a really good way that we get our clients more production without spending any money on ads, and it just helps them develop that relationship with their patients even further. And it kind of taps into the idea of this term in psychology called the mere exposure effect. And it's basically where people develop preferences for things simply because we're more familiar with them. So if you constantly are seeing an ad for, let's say, Chipotle on your phone every single time you scroll through Instagram, you're going to keep thinking about Chipotle because it keeps popping up in your mind. And so it's the same idea that we use when we have that relationship with our patients and we nurture that relationship. Maybe this month we send them an offer that they're not really interested in. Maybe I don't want to get Invisalign this month. Next quarter, they might get another offer for Invisalign, but hey, I actually am thinking about it a little bit more. My clinic has obviously been sending me some more emails, some more texts, thinking about it, not just quite yet. And then the next quarter, finally, they're ready to book an appointment with you because they've been seeing your emails, they've been seeing your monthly newsletters, maybe they see it on your promotional calendars, they see it on your loyalty reward program that you're running a deal on Invisalign. It just keeps your practice top of mind. It's becoming more and more familiar to them, and they're going to choose you over another dentist for that procedure because you keep popping up, and they're going to be more familiar with you. They're going to be warmer and warmer and warmer until they're just hot and ready to move forward with their services. So I want you to imagine a scenario. If you weren't allowed to advertise anymore, you weren't allowed to run any paid ads, no more print advertising, no posters, no flyers, and you didn't have a Google My Business profile, you didn't have any sort of reviews or testimonials or anything like that, and you just had your existing patient database. And in order to get more appointments, you can only use them. So what would you do, right? So you would obviously reach out to them. You would, market to them. You would, send them offers, promotions, do whatever it would take to get them back into your, practice, because you have no other avenue of getting more patients. And if you didn't do that, if you didn't market to them and tap into them, your practice would fail. And so the question is, why aren't you doing that right now? Because it's such a powerful way to continue developing the relationship, upsell them on more services, get more production in the door. If you keep this up in the long term, it's going to be a permanent revenue stream for your practice. So don't neglect, organic marketing, especially towards your existing patient database. It is incredibly powerful if leveraged properly. So just make sure that you're using this, this avenue for acquiring new appointments and bookings, because I'm sure that there's a lot of dentists out there who are just relying on the next word of mouth appointment or the next referral from another dentist, or they can't figure out why they can't get more appointments, so they then hire out a marketing agency that now they have to rely on this marketing agency to get their new leads. So make sure, if you want to be self-sufficient, if you want to have a really good ecosystem, you're tapping into your existing patients. And here are a couple things that you could do. You can use like an email newsletter where you're sending them something, maybe every 2 weeks on some offers that you're running, some video testimonials that you have, some written testimonials that get them warmer and warmer. Hey, these people are obviously getting great treatment. Maybe I'll get something done, maybe I'll get something done this month. Maybe I'll get something done next month. Whatever it is, it's just slowly warming up your existing patients to come back into the practice and proceed with another service. You could use text marketing. I do that all the time for our clients. We send out our offers through text, because most of the time people are on their phones. They're going to be able to respond to their texts. We have better rates of response with text over email. So I also recommend using a SMS marketing system where you're offering something to them over text. Other things could be like loyalty programs. So if somebody is coming back in, over the long term, you're rewarding them with something. Maybe they have first grabs an appointment. Maybe they have, a free teeth whitening session. Maybe they have a huge discount on an Invisalign procedure because they keep coming back into your practice and you're getting a lot more revenue from them. Loyalty programs work really great, and implementing that into your practice will definitely keep patients for the long term. Something similar, you have something like a membership card. Maybe they come in, they sign up for a membership, they provide their email, their phone number, and you give them a small discount every single time they come in for services. Maybe they have, every 5 dental cleanings or something, they get a free teeth whitening, or every 10 dental exams or something like that, you give a half off Invisalign, something to incentivize them to keep coming back into your practice. And then what we do is, we have automated outreach sequences so that we can constantly send out offers to our clients' existing patients. But you can implement an automated outreach sequence for patients that come in, they have their dental exam cleaning, and you add them to a workflow so that in exactly 6 months from then, they're going to get another message saying, hey, it's been 6 months since your last dental exam or cleaning, please come back in and we'll take care of you, something like that. So people forget, people get busy, so having something like this will bring them back in the system. Another thing would be like patient appreciation giveaways. You can run this in conjunction with a review campaign, or you could just have a patient appreciation giveaway where it's like you give them a gift card, you give them some other prize or something that you come up with just for, hey, thank you so much for being our patient. We're going to give away a prize to 5 patients. All you have to do is send us your email or your phone number, and we'll enter you in. So what should you offer them? What can you do to bring back some patients back into your system? So I mentioned this a little bit earlier, and it's kind of the strategy of a low ticket offer versus a high ticket offer. So a low ticket offer would be your dental exam or your cleaning, a deep cleaning or a teeth whitening. These are obviously you're not going to make a lot of production on them. These are loss leaders. You're probably losing money doing this, but the idea is you bring them back in, you check out their mouth, see what other things they need, and you upsell them. Oh, looks like this person has really inflamed gums. Let's do a deep cleaning. Oh, this person looks like they need a tooth extracted. Let's get that tooth extracted. And then the next procedure, you can ask, hey, this tooth just got extracted, but we can do an implant for you, and you can upsell them on that. So you're more likely to get a higher response rate when you do a lower ticket offer, because it's less of a barrier for your patients to come in for. If they're only just paying for maybe like a $20 dental exam cleaning, I would absolutely go for something like that. If it's like a half off teeth whitening, that's really enticing, and I come in for that. You get more patients in the door versus a high ticket offer. So let's say you want to offer your patients like Invisalign, or you want to offer them veneers, or you want to offer them an implant or something like that. You're going to get a lower response rate, but obviously these are higher ticket procedures, so you're going to get higher production as a result of any patients that come in. So maybe you only get a 1% response rate or a 2% response rate, which is still okay because you're making a lot of money with these higher ticket procedures. So there's two different strategies. If you're looking for a lot of money in the short term, you can go for the high ticket procedures, high ticket offers. If you're looking to play a long-term game and you're looking to nurture the relationship more, and you want to get just more people in the door, and then you can kind of work those leads and those patients into a higher ticket offer by upselling them, that's another strategy as well that you can use. So the high ticket versus the low ticket offer. And I just want to emphasize that these aren't cold leads. These are your patients. You've seen them before. So they're not cold by any means. So when you send them an offer like that, especially if they're a loyal patient that has been back, maybe in the last 6 months to a year, and you send them a really great offer, they're probably going to take you up on it. Or maybe if it's a patient that you've had for 10 years and you want to reward that person for being your patient for 10 years, it's much easier to get your own patients back into your system than a complete stranger that's coming in from ads. And that's why we build that into our TAP system, is leveraging that point where it's easier to get these people to come back into the office, and you're making some really good money, and you're nurturing the relationship so that they'll keep coming back. So a lot of practices focus so much on how do we get more new patients in the door? How do I get new production? How do I get more appointments that are higher ticket? But there's not a lot of dental practice owners that are actually focusing on how do I better the relationship with my current patients so that they keep coming back, so that I don't have to always stress and struggle about when is the next patient going to come through my door? Where am I going to get an extra $5,000 to be able to pay my team this month? Just focus on developing a really good relationship with your patients. Obviously, don't ignore getting new patients by advertising and things like that. But try to implement some email marketing, some SMS marketing, some email newsletters, a reward program, membership cards. That'll keep your patients coming back, and that's a really good stable form of production for your practice. And I want to talk about how a lot of dentists and practice owners think that it might be really spammy to be sending emails and sending text messages to their patients, maybe every month or every 2 weeks about new offers or new promotions, because they think it's so salesy and it's very businessy. But I think that those owners and dentists couldn't be more wrong, because in my eyes, yes, you're a healthcare professional and your quality of care is your obvious biggest asset. You've went to school for a long time, you did your residency, you did your skills and your training, and you are a healthcare professional and a healthcare practitioner that gives amazing care. But as a dental practice owner, you're obviously running a practice now. You are a business, and you need to start thinking like a business owner. And it is your job to provide your audience with what they need, regardless if they know it is what they need or not. A lot of prospects and your current patients are probably uneducated. They probably think, oh, I don't need to come back in for a dental cleaning. It's no big deal. Obviously I've thought that way before, but it's important for you to get that in front of them. It is important for you to outreach to them with, maybe oral hygiene tips, some nutritional tips, some oral healthcare tips, because obviously that's your job as a dentist, is to provide really good care, but make sure that your patients are in good health. And if that requires you to send out email marketing messages, text messages, that's what you're going to have to do. You're a business owner, you're a dentist, you got to fulfill both roles and be the person that your patients really need. So you're probably thinking, what is the best way to do this, and what kind of software do you need? So we have a CRM that we upload a list of the past patients in. So typically, what we do is we'll take a list of past patients from our clients. Um, when it comes to like a patient reactivation campaign, we like to use a list of patients who haven't been back in over a year, and we'll upload that into our CRM, and we can enter them into an automated workflow that reaches out to them and saying like, hey, first name, we haven't seen you in a while, we'd love to have you come back into the practice. We're running a special where we're offering, blank, whatever that offer that you decide is. We've run things like we're offering a $500 off Invisalign campaign, or we're offering a free implant consultation, or we're offering 50% off teeth whitening, or we're offering a $21 dental exam x-ray cleaning combo, something like that, to get them back in the system. And so we send out one outreach message, then we send out another outreach message a day later, and then we'll send one more, I think like 3 or 4 days later. And if they respond to any of those messages, they get entered into another workflow where they'll be reached out to on a consistent basis, maybe about like every single day or so, asking them, hey, thanks for claiming our offer. When would you like to come in? And when they respond to that, our team gets pinged and notified that they did respond to that, and we call them. We ask them some qualifying questions to make sure they're actually a good fit for the service, and then we book them in for an appointment with our client. So you can just implement that into your own practice. Get yourself a software that allows you to send emails and texts at scale on a drip sequence, so you're not sending 1,000 emails and 1,000 texts in one day, because you're not going to be able to handle that. Your schedule is not going to be able to book in that many patients. So you could send out maybe like 50 emails a day or 50 texts a day, and just do that every single day of the month. Do that for a quarter, so like 3 months. Then once you run out of people to reach out to, just repeat it the next month, so that the first person gets reached out to on the first quarter of the next month, so that it took 3 months for them to get another email message, so that you're not spamming them or anything like that. So we use our own software that we have in order to build out those workflows, build out those automated outreach sequences. You can do this manually if you want, but there's definitely guides out there for you to find out how you can use some software to automate this process for you. So you can remove the guesswork out of it, because one day you might forget to send a message, or you might forget to send an email, and then your entire sequence is broken because you've only sent one text on one day, and then you send one on day like 14, but then you're sending one on day 15. It just confuses the patient a little bit. So that's exactly how we do it, and we can actually show you how exactly our system is set up, so that you have a kind of an idea of how you might be able to implement this into your practice. Hey everyone, so I'm going to walk you through a activation workflow that we use to reactivate our clients' past patients. We do this by offering them something really good, like an offer. This could be anything that you choose. We chose like Invisalign for one of our clients, a $500 off Invisalign coupon or voucher. So we'll just walk you through this workflow, how exactly it works. So basically, we reach out to our clients' past patients once a day for 3 days, and if they accept the offer, they just let us know like yes. That'll enter them into another workflow where they'll be followed up with until they respond, at which point our appointment setters will give them a call. So you could just set it up the same way. Once they respond, your front desk calls them to book them in for appointments. So you can ignore a lot of this stuff. This is some of the back end stuff, but send them an automated email saying like, hey, I'm the patient intake coordinator, and we've got a special offer for you. We've only got a couple, so make sure you grab yours before you're out. If you want one, just reply with yes. So we send a text as well with this. Same thing, same text essentially, and then we have also an opt-out message to say, hey, if you're not interested, just let me know. Quick no thanks, I'll take you off our list. This enters them into a different workflow that opts them out of the communication, so they don't get any more messages from us. So we wait 24 hours for them to reply. If they don't reply, they'll go down into this workflow. But this basically is an if-else branch, which basically is if they reply yes, they'll get entered into the other workflow. If they reply a negative reply, they get opted out. And if they don't reply, they get followed up with again. The next message is just the text message saying, hey, did you get my message yesterday? Running out of appointments. Make sure you grab your voucher. Just let me know with a yes or no. Same thing right here. The same thing if else branch. It just leads back up to here. wait another day, another weekday, because we don't want to bother them on the weekend. We don't want to be too intrusive. So then we send another email out. Hey, this will be my last try. Just respond with a yes or no if you want the offer. And then also the last text message, just yes or no if you want the offer. We wait for 2 days for them to reply. If they don't reply, then we just say no response. We stop contacting them. But if they do reply, then they get entered into another workflow where we follow up with them, every day for a couple days, just to see if they're actually serious about the offer. And if they respond, then we book them in for an appointment. So you can build something out like this. This is our CRM. This is our software that we have, that we use for our automations, workflows, and we upload our clients' past patients into here. You can find something similar. You could do this manually, but I don't suggest that because it will take a lot of work. It'll take a lot of your front desk time. So try to get yourself a software that you could build this stuff out of. If you'd like to know how we did it, you can reach out to me. You can send me a message, and you can maybe use our software for it. Otherwise, there's plenty of other softwares out there that you can test out. And so that's that. And if you're struggling to get new patients or can't figure out how to get more high quality appointments on your schedule, you can click the first link in the description. Don't worry, there's no case study or anything like that. It's just a video of me telling you about a system I've built to help dentists solve the problem of patient acquisition. And if it's something that you want to learn a little bit more about and you're looking to get some more appointments in your calendar and make some more production every month, you can check it out. You can book a strategy call with me and my team. You don't have to click it or anything like that, but it's there if you're struggling in your practice to get new patients, you're looking to grow and you're scaling, and you want to learn how to solve that problem. Also, if you want to join a community of dentists and dental office managers that are really passionate about dentistry and they're looking to grow their practices using dental marketing strategies, check out the link in the description right below that, where you could join my Facebook group. There'll be a lot more goodies in there. Anyways, that's all for the video. If you liked it, make sure to like the video. You can also leave a comment for any video ideas that you have or things you'd like me to cover in the future, and I'd be happy to make some videos about that. And also make sure to subscribe if you want some more content just like this. And I really hope that you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching and sticking till the end. Keep crushing it in your practice, and I hope to see you in the next video.